Let me tell you, I am so happy you are here. I've been wanting to share these 3 creative resin projects with you. I think you are really going to like. I will start by showing you how to make the marbled inspired freeform tray, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you a wavy decorative bowl that I think is really cool. You won't believe what I use. And then I'm going to show you a crystal resin lamp that lights up, and you can just add it on your table and don't have to worry about plugging it in. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay, the first thing that I did was cover my table with a plastic trash bag. I also covered my hands with gloves, and I'm wearing a mask. This is essential. You want to protect your surface as well as yourself. After I was done, I placed a transparency sheet that was 18 inches wide by 18 inches deep. That's just the size that I had on hand, but you can use any size that you want depending on the size tray that you're trying to make. If you don't have a transparency sheet, you could also use a silicone mat instead or something similar. The goal is not to have the resin stick to the material. Next, I took 100% silicone that comes in a tube and I created a shape that I wanted. If the silicone goes in places where you didn't want it, just take a paper towel and wipe it away. Once you have everything just the way you want it, let the silicone dry for 24 hours. Okay, now it's the next day and the silicone has completely dried, so now it's time to add the resin. I've already mixed up my resin, so what I'm going to do is pick out 3 colors I'm going to use for the tray. If you have been watching a lot of my art videos, you know that I like Arteza, and Arteza was so kind to send me a set of mica powders that I have really been wanting to try for a long time, and now I'm going to do that. The set is a little bit pricey, but I will say that it goes a long way, so it's going to last you a long time, so look at it in that aspect. The set that I have comes with 35 different mica powders and also comes with a little spoon, which is perfect. Today I'm going to be choosing the colors caramel brown, rose gold, and pearl white. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glitter and copper later. Next, I took a little bit of mica powder and I mixed it up with the resin. You want to do this for each color you plan to use. If you would like to receive weekly inspiration, exclusive guides, tips, and information about supplies, be sure to sign up for my newsletter. The link to it is in the description box below. Look how beautiful the colors are. Next, I poured the rose gold resin in first, followed by the caramel brown. Next, I added clear resin. In my opinion, I think the clear resin helps to mix the 2 colors together. I'm going to use my heat gun to just blend the color a little bit as well as get all the bubbles out of the resin. Afterwards, I use a stick to help move the color around. When I do this, I'm lifting the color up so that it won't remain at the bottom. Once I did that, I added the pearl white in. Afterwards, I let it dry overnight. Then I mixed together a little bit of glitter and resin together, and then I poured it on top. Also, I sprayed copper spray paint in a cup, and then I added it to the resin in small areas. Now I'm adding some clear resin on top. Once everything looked good, I added some clear handles to each end. If you wanted to know where to get these handles, I'll make sure to add it in the description box below. I let it dry for 24 hours and then I removed the silicone from around the resin. I had planned on using this again, but I ended up breaking the silicone, so I'll just have to make another one. If you find that your tray has jagged edges, simply sand it down, and you can even paint it a different color to give it a different look. And here's how it turned out. Let's first tear up the tissue paper. You can use any color or style of your choosing. I wanted to use a different style of tissue paper, but it has not arrived, so I'm going to use this tissue paper instead. And here's what it should look like afterwards. You want to use at least 3 sheets. Next, we'll need to mix the resin together. This particular resin calls for me to mix equal parts. There are a lot of great resin brands out there, so choose the one that works best for you. Let's pour part A into a measuring cup. Part A is usually the one that has the thicker consistency. Next, pour in part B into the other cup. Now that we have part A and part B, I'm going to use a bigger container to mix it all in. And what we're going to do using the silicone spoon is pour in both parts. After I thought about it, it's probably easier just to pour in part A in the larger container first and then pour part B from the measuring cup. Now we'll need to stir it up for 4 minutes. For the mold, I decided to use this large geo tray. It's about 16 inches in diameter. This is also great to use to create a serving tray as well. Also, please wear gloves for this project, as well as protect your work surface. Working with resin can be quite messy. Let's pour the resin into the mold and spread it around. Then add in the tissue paper. We want to make sure it's submerged in the resin. If you notice, I don't have enough resin to cover the entire area, so I'm going to mix another cup together off camera. The resin should completely fill the inside of the mold. Right now, I'm moving the tissue paper around to make sure there's not a lot of gaps. I waited about 3 hours for the resin to start to harden. At this point, you should be able to touch it and it still be flexible, not completely hard. Then I placed the mold and resin in a large bowl to create the wavy bowl look that I was going for. You may need to place a small weight on the inside to hold it down. If you do decide to do this, place a piece of plastic underneath the weight so it does not stick to the resin. I left the resin alone overnight in the bowl so it can completely harden. Once it did, I took it out and peeled away the mold. Now I'm going to finish the bowl by adding metallic gold to the lip of the resin. Okay, let's check out the results. This is a hard container that I purchased on Amazon, and I'll put the link in the description box below if you're interested. And it came with a silicone insert on the inside, and what I'm going to do is take a string light and some crystal filler that you usually put in a vase, and I'm just going to put a little bit of crystal in there and then start like webbing in the light string in there. I just wanted to show you the process. It is a very simple project, but you can get a little bit frustrated with the light because it kind of like does its own thing. And honestly, I just wanted to show you guys the process so you can kind of get a feel of what you can expect. But what I think I would have done if I were to do it again is probably glue it using my hot glue gun, kind of glue the string to some of the crystals. That way it will stay put and I didn't have to worry about it would, come up or anything like that. Another tip that I would add is to make sure your string light is detangled. So you want to straighten it out beforehand so you won't have any issues. If you notice here, I thought I did that, but it did get tangled again, or I just didn't do what I was supposed to. So I have to detangle it, which, you know, kind of slows down the process. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of like put all the string light in there and then put some more filler on top. And that's kind of the process. Once everything was in place, I just poured in the resin all the way to the top. As you pour in the resin, you will notice that there are bubbles that form at the top. What you want to do is just take your torch and just lightly go over it, and that will pop the bubbles. The resin has cured for 24 hours and this is how it looks. So what I'm going to do now is flip it over and remove the silicone mold. The string light that I'm using requires 2 AA batteries. One thing I do recommend is to get a string light that has a remote to it. That way you don't have to go up to the object to turn it on. You can, conveniently turn it on wherever you are. And here's how it turned out. I think this is a really cool piece that I am like in awe of. When you look at it closely, it is very interesting to see, especially with the copper wire in there. It's like, ooh, this is so cool. And this is just an experiment that I did. So just imagine the possibilities. You can add different colors, other objects in there, you name it. So let's go ahead and turn it on and I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. It looks like stars are in there. You kind of like the galaxy kind of feel. I think it is absolutely beautiful and very interesting to look at. If you would like more DIY ideas or fun projects to try, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one.